On 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. Man in motion here is Washington. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. From the pistol, Smith. Forced out left. He's going to run it. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, New England. First down, New England.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain. When you give the ball to the fullback, it just hits a lot faster, so it puts a lot of pressure on the defense to trust their reads and react. It's exactly what we saw here. They're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
Ready! On 2nd down, Smith. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Frankie Louvu gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
This one complete to Washington. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
The Packers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Beginning with 1st and 10.
Okay, break! Okay, break! Here we go, set! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! Hut, hut!
They'll begin here on the ground. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward, and we'll give him 4 yards.
Got it, ready?
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
2nd and 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! Ready?
Here's Brady. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
To the air is Brady. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
Ready? Panther, go!
To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Noah Fant was the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down. So fourth down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Hey, we go, Salon! Hey, we go,
Now, Gino. He's got a man here. That's allot, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Throwing on second down. Smith. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Here's Gino. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Packers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get it back on offense for 1st and 10.
Here we go! 70 Timberwolves! Ready.
Now a give up the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Set!
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down and 8.
set, go!
Up the middle they go. Whoa. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Bronco 80! Hut, hut! Bronco 80!
Right back to him on first down. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Ready? Ready?
They'll turn and hand this one off.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
So, it's a win for the Packers. They put together a complete football game as they finish this one in shutout fashion. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners, as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.
It's a venue and a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner Brock Hewitt. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Second down now, 7 to go. Second down now, 7 to go.
No touch, sir. No touch.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. There he goes. Pick six. Touchdown, Green Bay. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick six starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have, but boy, can it set a tone early.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And despite the fate of their last snap, Brock, the lead still theirs. That pick six should have been the wake-up call they need to refocus here. Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. Completed over the middle. And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Great, set.
Now here's Cam Scatteraboo on the ground. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they're going to keep possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know, man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on third. To the air on 3rd and long. To the air on third. Past the line, he's gonna run for it. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
From the pistol, it gets Scattaboo. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Hurts now from the gun. And the pack gets home. They drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough third down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Here he goes, third and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Quarterback leading his offense to the field now as they get set for a new series.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you reminded yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And you also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them. Go and put a score on the board.
On first down, they'll run. And he will have this to up around about the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for that defense. You pin them back. It's a terrible field position. They run the ball, but they run it right down your throat and move the chains. That stings.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Here we go, first down.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check go. Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back-to-back carries here. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They start with 2nd and 6.
70 Lions. 70 Lions. Ready.
Sending him on the dive. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
Set. Go.
They're throwing it. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. So that one looked like it didn't make it to midfield, and yep, that's correct. They're marking it out beyond the 45, but short of the midfield logo. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. Here's first and 10 from the 47. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Now, these drives quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12. Shotgun snap for Hurts. It's caught. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Hurts. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Packers taking the field now. Their 2nd series of the game coming up. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead.
Ready?
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Keeps it moving. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow their lead just before halftime.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration. Just a whole bunch of celebration.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. Extra point sent and the Packers double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Back to throw, Hurts. Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they keep possession.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So they keep the football, but now they face second and long.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Here's Hurts. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Packers take possession of the football.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3. The
Packers offense headed out late in the half. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. The Cowboys taking over on offense. Not much time left before halftime. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off that deficit. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This defense been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17.
180, 180. 180.
Looking to throw. Got a man. It's Mayer. And he's brought down after a short gain.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading
Well, that
towards
first half,
blowout
certainly an
territory, unless they
interesting
can come
one.
from
Kate
behind and
Scott
get
Brock here
themselves
with
a
you
victory.
as we
Let's
get
find
back
out
and see
what
what the
happens in the second
half has
half.
in store for
Let's go
us.
back out to the commentary
Cowboys
team,
all ready
Kate
for the
Scott
kickoff, and
and
here
Brock
we go
Hewitt.
once again. Starting from the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Here's the Packer offense headed out to start the third quarter. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10.
Down. Ready.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Taken in by Noah Fant. Oh, this big guy is moving to the 10. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Packers grow their lead yet again. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Cowboys about set to take over. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10.
Great.
On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Hurts looking to throw. He takes it himself. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Scatterboo now from the gun. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
On him quick, and they bring him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. Bryce Beringer, the one to send it away. Fields this at the 19. And finally, they're able to corral him, but not before he gets a hefty amount on that return. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Viking 8,
Lone back gets the handoff. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Let's go now. 60 by.
Back to the well again. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. It is Abdul Carter making plays as he cleans that one up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Set!
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Ready? Go!
Throw here, 3rd down. Connecting on the slant. Hits the 20. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target, on time, big plays can follow.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers continue piling onto this lead. Elliott all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And that hit is going to freeze him at the spot. He got stuck right at the 20. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Running with Scannaboo. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Cowboys football as we're just really counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. Second down now, they need 7.
No, toss it! 181! No! 181!
Hurts tucks it, starts running. They get to him behind the line, Brock. Looks like they're going to lose a couple on that zone read. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We've not seen much achievement today.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Third and long. They're going to throw. Third and long. They're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. He's got it at the 24. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Hawk, set, check, go.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A nice gain of 30. 15 yards as it brings up a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more. It can set the table for more.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers authoring a blowout here. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Let's go. Ready? Let's go.
Another carry for him. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Well, no spring and a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter-action.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. They'll run here, following the penalty. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he can do like we just saw.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards. They're into the red zone. So this is a Packers win. And if they could play at this level every time out, now their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory. So that's going to do it for us here at EA Sports. This has been another presentation of Madden Ultimate Team. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up. And off we go from Lambeau. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. He's inside the 20. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Now, this is where practicing scenarios comes into play because every eventuality gets covered. And for defensive teams that really have a swagger about themselves and really don't care much, they actually relish this situation. Let's get out on the field and stop these guys.
So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now, but how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
70 Timberwolf. Hot, hot.
Inside give to Dickerson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Okay,
So the
ready?
ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Here we go. Panther 6.
And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and run for it here with Dickerson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Eric Dickerson punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this...
Under pressure, they got him again. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Herbert now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
Set. 18. Ready.
Here's Brady to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Brady. Going right back to Fant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
To throw, it's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Kappa. Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Herbert. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Ndamukong Suh able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently. We have to do something differently.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Brandon.
Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. DeMarcus Ware in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Staying open. Delta to Hunt. Delta to Hunt. Go.
In motion comes the tight end left. In motion left goes Allen. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Powers by at the 40. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out.
And he works free. Still going. Touchdown, Packers. Eric Dickerson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
So the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a...
And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Eric Dickerson taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers open the lead up to 34-0.
What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they...
Now the ball comes loose. And he's got some space here. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it is 42-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa.
Here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Pulled in at the 24. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Brady going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Ready?
Dickerson on the handoff. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. They'll run now with Dickerson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on that defensive side of the ball.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and a couple.
Come on, set! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Hut!
They'll keep it on the ground. Done. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
380!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set. Delta, set, hut! Go.
One last throw here for Herbert. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. DeMarcus Ware. Able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Elway. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Cougar 19.
Here's Eric Dickerson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
A carry for Dickerson. And this time he is in. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Come on.
Off the play fake, Elway. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Elway. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 21-0 our score after one.
On the set.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hut, hut.
Now it's Elway. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he fields it cleanly. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Wide open receiver complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. To throw is Elway. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Elway. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
70 line.
Elway will throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. And fighting down inside the 25. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ready up. Ready up. Ready. Ready.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a give left side, it's Dickerson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down and 3.
Shut up. Shut up.
Running it with Dickerson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Down. 70 Timberwolf. 70.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott Good with a PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Elway to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Play action. It's Elway. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Ready.
Now it's Elway. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2nd and 7.
Ready. 60 Bison. Check go.
Play action. Elway. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Elway to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 16. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
On the ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Brady. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Shifts by him. And he returns this to the 22. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from. I feel like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a give to Spears. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. J.J. Watt, tough to stop. He gets upfield and makes the play behind the line. Hand off to Spears. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
Set. Ready. Stay with him. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready, go. Check, go.
Looking to throw. Elway. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's a
Hey. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Very little reason to use them at this point.
Come on, ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's done. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. He may go. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
you.